I have friends who recently bought houses and came away from it just so irritated that it's like, I did all the work. Like, I found this place on Zillow. Yeah. Like, my agent gave me a code so that I could go and walk through it. And it's like, why do I need this person to buy this house? And like, I'm sure the agents did some stuff, but not enough to where
they felt like they were special and being taken care of.
Exactly.
And they didn't have the trust there.
Exactly.
And you'd be surprised how many stories like that you hear. That's why, real estate agents aren't the highest up in the quality of experience people have, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like we get a really bad, people get a really bad kind of taste in their mouth from real estate professionals, and deservedly so. Like, as an industry, we need to be doing better. I think making licensure more difficult, similar to what it would be for an appraiser. An appraiser has to do 10x more to get their license than a real estate agent does. I think also the yearly cost of being a real estate agent should be higher, so that you're getting rid of people that don't take the job as serious. Like, people need to take this job super serious. If you're going to ask somebody for 3% commission to sell their house or help them buy a house, you better be providing a value that is 10x of what that is. Mm-hmm. So I think that it's really important to have that level of attention paid to your professionalism. And if other real estate agents have a problem with that, they're probably not doing that level of work. I'm sorry, but if somebody's coming in and having an experience with you and then walking away going, man, that was horrible, like, I had to do all of the work, either get more education or find something else to do.
You're passionate about what you do, and you care about the people that you work with.
I was thinking about that. It's funny that you say that. I appreciate that. There's an agent, I just listened to her on a podcast, and she's passionate about zoning laws. Reads like the minutes of city council meetings. She's like reading like the zoning changes, and it's really passionate about that kind of thing. And it got me thinking, like, well, what am I passionate about that I could like sit and talk about forever? And it is about, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but a higher level of professionalism in the industry. And I think I used to think it was about valuation, right? I think that just goes into it. Mm-hmm. I think more it's the level of professionalism and experience that you're giving to the public, and that should be with a high level of understanding of valuation, zoning, highest and best use, market dynamics, all of that stuff, marketing, analytics, all of that should go into the level of the experience that you're giving to your clients.
I want to turn the tables a little bit and just say how lucky I feel to find and work with you, because I'm really good at getting people's attention, but I don't have the industry experience and knowledge that you do on the negotiating side and understanding what this house should be worth and what tools do we have available to us to, on the buyer side, negotiate a really, really good deal and spot those homes that are overpriced.
I know better than 100% of other agents that aren't real estate appraisers that are out there with my valuation knowledge and market dynamics. They're just real estate agents on their own, just doing that. They don't have the time to be boots on the ground in valuing homes day in and day out like I am. So I can confidently say that I'm the best when it comes to valuation and knowing what the market dynamic's going to do for your home. But it was a real weak spot for me. Like I said before, I could put money toward all of the marketing, but it just wasn't getting the care and the attention that you've brought to the table. And so now I feel like that we're just kind of like the dynamic duo of being able to get homes sold fast. And I think that that's been a really good value add for our client base. I am not being the appraiser, I'm about the numbers, and I leave the leverage of the marketing to professionals that do that better than I do. And I was really lucky last year, to have met Trent Whiting and doing what he does best, and that's photography, his visual marketing, his digital marketing, and his analytics. He's got his degree in that. He's been doing it for how many years?
15
years now. So it's been a really great partnership so far, working with somebody who has such an amazing eye. What are some things you're looking at when you're looking to shoot some of the properties that we're going through?
I'd look for what's special and unique about this house that I need to put on a silver platter to put in front of a potential buyer. Because I don't think that anybody that looks at my work should have to work to understand what's special and what's unique about that place.
You know what I noticed with some of your photos? I'm glad you said it that way, because the thing that kicked in my head was you tend to tell a story with your photography as we put them on the listing even,
right,
which you don't tend to see on listings. It's just like living room, bedroom, bathroom.
It's like a wide angle shot of like, here's the whole space, and it's not.
And when we do photos and go through the shots of what you've been doing most recently, it really feels like you're telling a story about that property. And I think that's such a huge value, because everything's so visual now. When we get it, whether they're seeing it on an MLS or they're seeing it on one of the distribution channels like a Zillow or Redfin, you still want that property to show its best to the person that's the end user that's looking at it. Because you could be looking from Texas to India at this property and want to know, like, what's it feel like to live there? What's the story of this home?
My goal every time is to get it to jump off the page. Like if you're looking at a series of 10 to 12 listings, however many will fit on your computer screen, like what can I do to make my listing
just pop out?
Like a really slept on tool on Instagram specifically is view duration. And so I can publish a reel that shows off the house, and I can pay attention to if I show this room first, or if I show the front of the house first, or if I show the hot tub or the swimming pool, like which feature do I show that people are going to pay more attention to
and watch the whole thing all the way through,
which is important, because the more people that pay attention to it, the more people Instagram is going to feed it to. So it's this
shareability, all of that thing goes into that, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So I do pay a lot of attention to that. Like it's not about getting the attention the very first try. It's about what attention did I get, and how do I use that information to get even more attention.
I would say 90% of agents out there, I used to be one of them, you go for the best that you can get, but then you're not paying attention to anything beyond that.
Right.
You're too busy doing the real estate part of things, right? So having you doing that part has been, I know you get embarrassed and you're a humble guy, but it's been such a huge add to our business, and anybody else out there that, I mean, you know, if you wanted to use Trent, I'll let you have him for a fee.
I appreciate that. I take a lot of pride in doing what I do, and I put a lot of effort into, I don't just want to be the guy that creates the media library and then hands it off and says like, all right, cool, good luck. I have too much knowledge and understanding of how to use that and how to get the most out of it.
Yeah.
And it shows, like, to me, my metric for success is how quickly did we get the house to sell at the best price.
And getting our clients to the finish line with the most information without drowning them out and making it like, I never wanted to be the type of professional or advisor that sounds like the teachers or the adults in the Peanuts, you know, where it's like wah 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 wah. Because after a certain amount of information, it just becomes too much, right? So I want to give people the clearest and most concise data points that are going to make your purchase or your sell the most beneficial for you, and to be able to hit those points as clearly as possible and put you in the best position as possible at the closing table, because that's the most important part for me. And making sure that our clients have like white glove service, a very bespoke experience from beginning to end, that they don't feel like they're just going through a hamster wheel of how this goes, and it just feels kind of like doesn't feel special. And I think that when you're buying or selling one of the biggest assets that you will probably do in your life, you want them to feel kind of special.
I'm just excited to see what we can do. Like, what good can we bring into the world? Can we get some people into their dream houses?
Yeah.
And can we get them walking away from the closing table feeling like they were well taken care of, they got a good price out of it, and it was worth working with us?
I mean, I think we ended on that, Trent, because I think that's perfectly said. I love that.
Deal.
That's exactly how I want everyone to feel about this, taking it away, is that's exactly what they're going to be getting from us.